Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kevin and welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. Last week we did pretty well, kind of easy though. These first dungeon runs are usually pretty easy. We unlocked the guild and the blacksmith, and I think the only things left to unlock now are the nomad wagon and the survivalist. So let's go ahead and see, well, actually before we do that, let's go to the stagecoach and see who we have. So we have a seeker, jester, and 2 vestals. So we're going to take Gand.
You will be laughing still at the end.
Alright. We're going to take Gand, the jester. I like the jesters. And then we're going to get another vestal, and let's see what we have. We got Mankind Hater and Fragile. Fragile is a bad one because that's negative 10% HP right off the bat. What is she? Scouting chance in Cove Mercier, and negative 3% critical if HP below 50, and Hagiomania. I'm obsessed with Sainthood, so she is, I think, in my opinion, the better choice. I know right now the negative quirk doesn't cost so much because right now it's just a loss of 2 health, but I think going forward, if we don't take care of it and we get to higher levels, that's going to cost us a lot of health. So I think we're going to take Mercier as the new Vestal. Pull her over here.
A sister of battle, pious and
And
unrelenting.
then I think we need to take care of some stress on a couple of people before we go back out. So let's go ahead and see where Mucident, which is still an unfortunate name. Let's see where we can put him. Let's see, we can put him here, and this upgrade doesn't decrease the cost at all, so let's just go ahead and do that. And then Machel is the other one we're going to put in stress relief, and let's see about the tavern. Let's maybe put this here, and then increase the stress recovery and reduce the cost. So that's 1,300 as well.
Maybe they can
So there.
be inured
Those 2 are the
against
worst ones. I
horrors
think
below.
Fane Tree and Kyugi. I think they're both going to be okay. So let's go ahead and see what missions there are. So we've got 3 in the ruins, 2 medium apprentice level runs, and then a short run and a short one for the Weald. So I think we're going to go ahead and go to the Weald today. And let's see what, with 3,000 gold, let's see, this one's a negative 20% chance. So that's not great. How about this medium one? Is the Book of Uncommon Rage. Not great. And the Blood Course Medallion, also not great. And the Eldritch Slayer's Ring, 25% damage versus Eldritch. So none of these trinkets are the best, but we're going to go ahead and do a mission in the Weald just to unlock some more stuff. So let's see, who do we want to take this time? So I think we're going to take Renauld in the front line. We're going to take Gand, I think, in the third. He can do Harvest and Slice Off and Inspiring Tune. And I really like Inspiring Tune because when it gets to, even this level, it's pretty good, but when it gets to higher levels, it does a lot of stress relief for you. And Solo is, what is that, range? Well, that's the one where he moves forward. So that's not the best, that's not my favorite, because you usually combine Solo with Finale. But we're not gonna spend the money to unlock that one. We might spend the money to unlock Battle Ballad, because that's generally the setup that I would use with the Jester, is the Harvest, the Slice Off, the Inspiring Tune, and the Battle Ballad. So we might do that before we go out. Let's go ahead and get the lineup set first. I think we're gonna take Dismas, and then in the back we will take our new healer, because she does have the heal and a judgment. She doesn't have the group heal, so let's go. Since we have it unlocked now, we can go. Oh, okay, well, that's good to know. Thanks for sharing. We can go ahead and unlock the some of these other things since we already have the guild, or since we now have the guild unlocked. So this is going to reduce the cost. So let's go ahead and do that.
A strict
And now we don't
is
have the
paramount
crests
if one is
to
master the
unlock or
brutal
to upgrade
arithmetic
anything
of
else.
combat.
Let's go ahead and leave that there. The Battle Ballad will unlock. Okay. Who else are we taking? We got Dismas. I like the point blank shot for him, and the Duelist Advance because that activates Riposte. And let's see, who else are we taking? Renaud? We don't have anything that allows you to go to rank 2, and I don't know if he could anyway, since he's just a level 1. We really don't need the stress heal, which is normally what I would do. But I'm gonna equip it. I'm gonna unlock it anyway, because that's I don't use the bulwark of faith, or I don't really put much faith. No pun intended. For the bulwark of faith, I'd rather have the inspiring cry, because stress is such a problem. And if we can reduce stress on all of our people while we're in the dungeon, we won't have to spend money when they come out. So I think that's a better deal. And I've already done Dismas, yeah. And then who else was it? Oh yeah, her. And so we're going to put the Divine Comfort on, because she has everything else unlocked. So that'll work out there, and I don't think we can put anybody, no, in the blacksmith. We don't have any upgrades for it anyway, so we will go back to embark, and then we'll look at the trinkets. Like I said, I don't think we have any trinkets. That's not that, so that's minus move chance, or move skill chance, but we don't have any move skills that we're using right now. And this is a, so you will put this on, so this is not bad. This is negative 10% bleed resist, but it does increase the chance to bleed by 30% for all of his skills, so that's pretty good. But other than that, I think we're fine. We'll go ahead and oh, let me put these on the right one since I'm here, because otherwise I will forget. Take off the tracking shot and put the duelist advance, and then take off grape shot and put point blank shot, and then I need to switch these up because point blank shot only works from the front line. And we'll take off the bulwark of faith and put on inspiring cry, and then our jester will take off the solo and put on the battle ballad, and I already did her, and good. So I think we'll just provision. So again, this is a short mission, so we don't need too much food, and we do have a healer, so we'll just take 12. I don't remember if the wield has a lot of barriers to take down with the shovel. We'll just take 8 torches. I think we'll take, I don't know if I should take 2 or 1. I guess we can sell it back for a little bit, so I'll take 2 right now. A key, a couple of those, and a couple of those, and I think we're good. We'll save some money and not get any of the other ones. So here we go. Beast and corrupted human alike inhabit these failing groves. Swell.
Corruption has soaked the soil.
Well, this is not the best layout. It's just a straight line, but we do have to go back and check these two. I talked over Wayne again. I'm so sorry. What do you have to do? We do have to check these two out, because we have to complete all of the room battles. So, all right. I don't particularly care for the Fusiliers. Well, I don't care for this entire lineup. These guys can do a lot of damage, especially the damage over time. But right now, we'll go ahead and do a battle ballad. He said distinctly. Increase our speed and accuracy and crit chance for everybody. That should do. These aren't too bad, but when they get the crit, when the crits occur, that's when it gets really dicey. So we'll go ahead and do the point-blank shot and kill that guy outright. That's why I love Dismas and the point-blank shots, is generally, no matter who you're fighting, and, I mean, depending on the level, but no matter who you're fighting, for the most part, he can kill anybody with one shot, at least in the first room. So let's see, what kind of stun resistance? 25 and 100% base, so this is a pretty good chance to stun. There we go. And then we will do a judgment, or, well, no, you know what, we'll do a dazzling light, because they don't have great stun resistance either. Of course they can resist it anyway, but, you know, do what you can. So we're going to do another battle ballad, he said again distinctly, and increase everybody's speed and accuracy and all that jazz. Debuffs aren't too bad to worry about. They're -2 dodge, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. So now, in order to activate Riposte, because they're going to do their blanket fire, and so every time they do that, I think his Riposte will activate. We're going to go ahead and lunge and see if we can take one of these guys out. Well, that was better than expected. So yes, and I think this activates. It does. So that's excellent. So little damage on him, and he's going to get another Riposte going there. that's perfect. So now we have the Vestal, and I think we're going to start just healing. We're going to do individual heal, because the Divine Comfort at this level is not really useful. It can be just 1 or 2 points of health, and I think right now the Divine Grace is a better deal, so we'll go ahead and heal up individually our Highwayman, and then we're going to just do a smite, kill him. Oh, they're twinsies, isn't that cute? You wouldn't think that they would die in exactly the same puddle of goo holding onto their dagger. Oh, dagger. Anyway, he's only got a couple of options from the front with this set equipped. He can't, for some reason, shoot his pistol when he's in the front lines, but he can do an open vein, but again, it's not really useful because there's nobody to hurt that's alive, so we're just going to do a point-blank shot to get him moved back and get rid of the corpse. And then the Jester, he can actually hit the Fusilier, and with the increased chance to bleed, even if he only does 5 damage, he'll probably bleed him out. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's 5 damage. There's the bleed, so he's dead. So we can just do an Inspiring Cry. We got 20 and 20, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just Inspiring Cry the Jester. Get rid of some stress. We'll do another targeted heal for the Crusader, and then when he acts, he'll die. There you go. Got some gold and a torch, and we'll put the party in the default order and continue on our merry way. So this is an Eerie Spiderweb tree, and the Eerie Spiderweb tree uses, I believe, a bandage, because you protect your hands, during the search. There's a lot of gold in that Eerie Spiderweb tree.
Paid for in blood.
Now I think Renaud was it with us at the beginning, so he is a kleptomaniac, so he does actually steal stuff. So hopefully he won't activate too many times during the trip and steal all of our stuff. Go ahead and light a torch.
The match is struck.
Go in the room.
A blazing star is born.
All right, so this is not. Oh, that's really not great. Luckily, he does have Duelist Advance, so we can actually move him forward. And the Jester, I think, will be able to... The Jester, I think, will be able to move back quite a bit, so he can go ahead and do this move. Although he doesn't have to, but I'd rather have him move and then be able to do all of his stuff. So she has taken some damage. We're going to go ahead and self-heal for 3, which isn't great, but she only has 24 health to begin with, so it's a nice percentage of the health. I hate his attack. Unfortunately, well, we're just going to have to beat on him for a while. 7 to 14 damage to this guy is not bad. Of course, we got the low end of the spectrum on that one, so that's not great, but I didn't want a chance to stun because it's only a 50-50 shot, because his stun resistance is 50% and our stun attack is 100% base, so we'll go ahead and do another lunge and see if we can get rid of the Fusilier. Excellent. Activate the riposte again. So everybody's bleeding. It's only 1 damage. Thank you. It's only 1 damage per turn, so that's not too bad right now. And right now I'd rather get the speed and the accuracy and the crit chance up. So we'll go ahead and do the Battle Ballad. This is why I hate these guys, because these bleeds can stack. And before you know it, you're taking too much damage per turn and you don't realize it. So we'll go ahead and do the Divine Grace on the Jester just to make sure he doesn't get too low. And a crit take him out. So the Rain of Whips, which again can bleed you. And the stress damage, I just think that's too much damage for 1 attack. I know it's not a lot of physical damage, but the bleed plus the stress adds up to quite a bit. So again, we're just gonna have to beat on this guy. I'd rather not take the chance of the stun and just do the damage to get him over with. So go ahead and hit him again. Low end of the spectrum, so not great. He's got no protection. I mean, he's just not wearing a shirt, and he's got a bunch of scars, and he's kind of, I don't know if would you call it a sneer, or is that like a grimace? And big hands, because he uses that cat o' nine tails or whatever you want to call it. So he's just kind of gross looking. Let's do the point blank shot. 9 to 18 damage. This has a good chance to kill him.
Prodigious
just enough.
size alone does not dissuade
So
the
he
sharpened
falls
blade.
down into a gianter puddle of goo. What is the Fusilier? So he doesn't have his weapon anymore. He's just rib cage and just a hooded face sitting on a rib cage. And this is a hooded face, kind of resting on his arm. because his other arm's gone. You'd think that this guy would be a little stressed out since he's between two of his companions that are now goo. But it doesn't seem to bother him. Anyway. We got the Jester, so the Battle Ballad's not really that useful right now, so we're going to go ahead and do an inspiring tune on the Vestal to get rid of her stress. So that's just I mean, that's a level, basically like a level 1 ability, and that's 10 stress that was just healed. And I think that's pretty good. So can't do anything with him because, again, his giant corpse takes up too much room. So we're just going to do an inspiring cry on the Vestal again, just to get her stress down some more. And I mean, that's the point of healing, so that's not bad. Ouch. See? I told you. This is why I don't like them. 3 damage per turn for 5 rounds, and he's gonna really don't like the Bloodletter and his crew. So let's go ahead and duelist. No, you know what? Let's not. Let's just do a. I can't do that from here, can I? Okay, let's just do a pistol shot. It's 4 to 8. The duelist advantage is also 4 to 8, and then, but it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and do a pistol shot and do some damage. And hers is 1 for 2 rounds. There will be no blood left for the leeches. Relax. Individually heal him up again. So the next time he bleeds, he won't die. I could be beating on this corpse to get rid of it, but I'd rather just do the stress heals. We're gonna stress heal the Jester. And then we're actually going to use the bandage on him since his is 3 damage per turn. And then we're going to slice this guy. And hopefully 3... Of course he's got 1 left. This better not be a crit. Okay. 9 damage over the 2 of them, so that's not great. But it's better than, you know, nothing. So he is dead next turn, but there's really nothing else for us to do, so we'll just lunge and finish him off.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Well,
them.
That's not a great look for us health-wise after that fight. I mean, I'm not altogether surprised. The bleed chances and the bleeding and these early stages can get quite hairy. So let's go ahead and eat some food. I have a couple of food. I don't think we'll be in too much trouble because that's probably famous last words. But we'll see. We're going to go to this heirloom and use our key and get a bunch of crests. I'd rather gold, but since we didn't get a scout, we have to go down here. Now this is a shovel activation, and I don't think the wield has many shovel activations, so we're going to go ahead and use one to dig up this grave. That's pretty good. That's 500. That's 500 gold for the onyx and 250 for the jade, so that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and keep moving. Alright, this fight is not as scary, especially since we surprised them. I'm much happier with that one. I don't think we need the speed boost, and they can bleed, so I'm just going to go ahead and do damage on both of them. And the crit will actually give us a little stress relief. Ha ha ha! He says. We can do the point-blank shot and get rid of one of them.
Executed with impunity.
And then if I show this... if I show this maggot and this spider a scroll, they're just gonna shrivel up. There you go. Not really sure how that works logically, but you know, whatever. It's a magical scroll or a holy scroll. Now we don't have a bandage for the eerie spiderweb tree, and we're all at low enough health that I don't really fancy taking the risk to grab it. So we're just going to leave that one alone for now and pop another torch. This one's not... These guys can do a lot of damage, but I honestly don't mind them as much as the Bloodletters. Of course, I say that and they'll probably crit me to death, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to do the Battle Ballad and pump up the speed and the accuracy and all that jazz again. Oh, and I didn't switch the party back around, so I can't do the point-blank shot, so that's not great. We're going to go after the Madmen, because he can do like a area of effect stress attack, and I just don't want to deal with it. She can do, but hers is just targeted for it, so it's one of your heroes that she'll target. So the Madman is the one I want to get rid of. So we'll go ahead and do some damage on him, and we'll get the riposte activated. Now, I say he does an area of effect, but he only does it one, but he can do it. We'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to do another individual heal. We're going to Divine Grace the Jester. So we got a crit heal, so that's good. He's almost back to full. Another stress attack on the Jester, so he's getting all the targets, so 50 stress already. Again, these guys, their stun resistance isn't great. So you know what? I'm gonna try and get one of them. I'm gonna try and stun the front one. Which, in retrospect, I might shouldn't have done that just because I can do the point blank shot and it probably won't kill him because he does have protection. But that works. So we didn't get a damage by that guy. So we're gonna do another battle ballad. Get our speed up, and again, we're still not faster than the Madman. He's doing an individually targeted stress attack on the Jester. So none of the things that I told you before seem to be true. But we're going to go ahead and do the point blank shot. So that's the high end of the spectrum, 6 to 12, and we got the knockback. Not that really matters at this point. We're going to go ahead and individually heal the Crusader for 10, which is big. So this should get a riposte. That's good. Damage on the cultist, and I think that actually her stress attack actually dims the light on us some, so that's not great, but 4 to 8 damage, so it's possible that we could kill the fungal scratcher, but unlikely. So we're gonna have, oh great, we got just enough, and he just turns into like a split rotting mushroom, which is also gross. So we're gonna do another duelist advance and try and do some more damage to the Madman and keep that riposte activated. And I kind of wish that I could get to him with the Jester, but he doesn't. I don't have any of his abilities that move him forward active right now. So we're gonna go ahead and do a stress heal on himself, and see if we can bump his stress down some. This is the area of effect stress attack. So I wasn't lying. Again, another riposte. And we dodged the damage, so that's great. So our health is looking a little better. We're going to do an individual heal on... I think we're going to do it on the Crusader again. Get him back up a little bit since he stays in the front line. So now we're going to try and do a stun on this fungal scratcher. It worked on the first one. There you go. So since we're closing in. Let's see if we could do I think we could do this with an 88% chance to hit 3 to 5. So we could just outright kill the cultist instead of, because we have a couple of stacks. We have one stack, but I'd rather kill her than get another stack of that right now. Let's go ahead and heal Dismas. And good. So we can do the point blank shot on the fungus scratcher. Get the knockback. I don't think it matters, so I think he can do the same attack no matter what front two positions he's in. There's the area of effect stress attack, and that does so much. That's like an average of like 8 across the board. It's like 32 damage, stress damage across the board, which I think is just silly. So we'll go ahead and do a smite with this nice crit.
Executed.
And out of all these people, the guy that I wanted to kill the most is still alive. Oh, of course he did. So there's another targeted stress. So he's at 79. So I want to avoid, obviously, a stress check. So we're going to go ahead and do the inspiring tune and knock down 10 of his stress. And then we're going to just go ahead and do the advance and kill him. So the health is looking a little better. Obviously, the stress on everybody is higher than I would like. The Jester is 69, so that's not great, but you know, it is what it is. So we had to go there anyway. There's the curio. I think we're gonna see what we can find in here. Alex spots. So we got the wheel explore, so that's good. Benefit out of that. So we're gonna go ahead and go back since we have to. Apparently, that wasn't the last of the room fights, because this one is, instead of a scout, it's a complete 100% of the room battles. So we gotta go ahead and do this. I wish they would quit freaking out about walking in the hallway. So we're gonna pop a torch or two. Oh, I didn't do that second one. Oh well.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Thank you, Win. Again, I love the art style of this game. I just think the background and just the way the characters act and move and all the villains are just great. I just think the game is really well balanced as well. So it just makes for a fun experience. At least for me. I don't know. You guys might be bored to tears, but I have fun.
The brave and the foolhardy alike.
All right. Again, this is not like initially it doesn't look so bad, but they can do that, and then they also have the added benefit of bleed damage. So it's not the best. It's not the best set for me. Yeah. No, I get it. So you're just going to do a point-blank shot, and they're also very dodgy. They've got, what, 15 dodge? So this point-blank shot is just an 80% chance to hit, so... And we didn't kill him, which is sad. So instead of the speed boost, because I doubt that we're going to get faster than these guys, no matter how much I boost our speed, I'm actually just going to do a slice-off, or a harvest, that is, and try and kill at least one of them. Okay, good. So we got one. One's down, and one's bleeding, which is a plus. So I'm going to try a zealous accusation. I might kill this guy outright, or at least get him down enough to where his next action will make him bleed to death. Which, you know, I would normally want to do to dogs, but these are rabid gnashers, so I'm really feeling okay. Is that their ribs on the back? Like the ribs and where the spinal column would be? That's gross. And I like it how they kind of bob in, not quite in sync. Anyway, so we're going to do the zealous accusation, see if we can hit these guys.
Another one.
Perfect. That went better than expected. A little bleed, but he'll survive.
So clearly in view.
Another tree.
Or is it merely
But I'm not gonna.
the light?
You know what? No, I'm not gonna take the chance. We're doing pretty well so far. Oh, we actually got a scout this time. So there's a battle, and then there's another room battle. This might be the last. This might be the last fight. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the order up. Let's not have you check it out because you might steal it.
A handsome reward.
We'll take all that.
For a task well performed.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate a torch. Activate a torch? No, you can just light it. We'll go ahead and do the battle ballad for this fight. Get the speed and accuracy and crit chance up. And we're gonna go ahead and do a stunning blow on one of these guys. We're gonna do it on the second time. Get the stun off, prevent him from acting, and then we're gonna do the divine grace on Dismas because he's kind of hurting with the bleed and sitting up front. Well, he was sitting up front. Now he'll move back since we're gonna do a point blank shot. Only 6 damage, but that's kind of to be expected with these guys and their 33% protection. It's better. It's useful if you have someone who can actually do damage, like mark a target and do damage to a marked target like a bounty hunter, but we don't have one of those just yet. So we have to make do with what we have. So we're going to go ahead and do an inspiring tune on Dismas. I kind of resigned myself to the fact that he's going to have to go into stress relief once we're done, especially when he gets stuff like this. 23 damage. So he is 3 stress away on an apprentice level dungeon from having a resolve check. So that's not great. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can I do that to her? No. We're going to go ahead and do the lunge. The duelist advance, I'm sorry. Lunge is much too simple. And see if we can do that. And we may even try and do a dazzling light. The only problem is 73% chance is pretty good. And she doesn't have that much stun. So we're going to see if we can prevent her from acting again. There we go. That'll prevent at least the stress check. And we're going to go ahead and just whack this second guy. We're just going to have to wear these guys down because we don't have any marked target abilities. We dodge. Let's do a little damage in return. That's good. So we should be able to kill him with the next attack. And we're going to do the stress heal on ourselves so we can avoid the resolve check on the apprentice dungeon. And then shoot him. Oh, excellent. So now we just have an injured, a fungal scratcher, and then her. So we will do, you know what, I want to kill her. So we're going to try, it's only 67% chance to hit, but I'd like to kill her, and it does a little self-heal anyway. So good. So we got the attack and then heal for 3. So let's see if we can take care of this guy. Alright. What is that? That is the bounty hunter.
Victory.
only
But a
unmovable
victory
helmet.
nonetheless.
So plus 30% move resist, plus 20% move skill chance. So he has, I think, some like hook and slice or something like that has some moves. So that's, at least it's, you know, applicable. At least at these early stages. So since we have all the food and we haven't had a food activation, let's go ahead and eat. Have Dismas eat some food. So there's a trap, and I wish the Jester, he's got 70%, it's not bad, but if I tried to disarm the trap and I missed with him, the stress would probably put him in a resolve check. So we're going to go ahead and do it with Dismas and get him a little bit of resolve stress relief. So right after I have him eat all the food, we have another food activation, but that's okay. So we're going to pop a couple of torches to get the light back up to radiant, and then go into this room battle and hope that we can survive it without a resolve check. So just the fact that there's a Madman, yeah, we're gonna have a resolve check right now. Of course he is. So that's not great.
Behold,
You can all die.
is
Simple
made
as that.
manifest.
I know he's afflicted. Thank you for reminding me. So I don't know if there's a point to try and bring him back down to 0 to get rid of the affliction. Since he's at 100 and we have 2 stress dealers, the chances of them not targeting him again are probably slim. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to just do this battle ballad first. And just kind of go from there, because I really don't think it's going to work with the... Lord, just kill yourself already. So cruel to egg them on. You are not a funny jester. Alright, that's decent damage. Decent damage on the Scratcher. He's so mean. And he makes everybody else feel so bad. Let's go ahead and see... Well, we'd have to get nearly maximum... Oh, we can try it. See if we can kill one. Almost. Almost. 1 hit point. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and do the Judgment and just get rid of 1. So we have the numbers advantage, and, you know, the fungal Scratcher and the 2 stress dealers. I'd rather the stress dealers be dead, especially when they have crits. He's not even a marked target. He just... well, whatever. Alright. So, not move. Duelist advance on the Madman. See if we can get this guy dead before he injures us all. Do the Judgment. Almost. And unfortunately, I can't get to him from here. So we are going to just do this again. Get everybody speed up. So now we're plus 6 speed. Still not faster. Man, I hate the Madman. This should be a riposte. Yeah, so that's good. He breathes heavily. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and smite and just do some damage. Alright, that's a nice dodge. Do the point blank shot. See if we can get him finally killed. We are going to do the inspiring tune on the Dismas, on the Highwayman. See if we can get him down in little manageable levels. Another dodge and kill her, so that's excellent. So down to just the Madman, and we're going to see if we can hit him with this, but he's got so much dodge, it's only a 65% chance. But that's apparently good enough because she hit him. Excellent. So now we just have this guy. So we're gonna see if we can stall this just for a little bit and do a stunning blow. Get the stun off. I know. Again, it may not be worth trying to stall this out because he's gonna yell at all of these other heroes and increase their stress little by little. So we'll see. We'll see if we can get one of them down to get these guys down to a more manageable level. Taking 10 off each time is pretty good. And heal up Dismas some because he's looking a little low on the old HP. Let's see if we can just get rid of him. There we go. That's not too bad. I'd rather not have had the resolve check, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so now we gotta see if we can get rid of one of these things. Plus, so -1 speed, so actually we can just go ahead and equip that on our Crusader. It gives us a scouting chance at least. Trap disarm is not that big of a deal, and the loss of speed is not that big of a deal either. But we can have the increased scouting chance, and then we'll have room for this emerald. So apparently, we have another room fight somewhere. Go ahead and light another torch. Didn't get a scout, which is unfortunate because we just stepped on a trap, which added to our stress. So that's not great. We're gonna grab this and go ahead and just use the torch here. And then luckily we do actually have a shovel for this thorny thicket.
Malformed with misintent.
Go into this room. Maybe this will be the last fight. Nope. Did get a scout though. Well, crap. I guess there's no help for it. There is another thorny thicket. Hopefully we won't have any more food. This is not going well. This is an apprentice level, and this is not going well at all. Because this is gonna hurt us.
Without
yeah, I know.
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
So now we have to worry about
indefatigable
his
purpose.
stress getting to 200 to where he has a heart attack. We have to worry about his stress check and her resolve check as well. So this is not going great. We'll bring it back up to radiant light. Go in here and hopefully they'll go easy on me since this has been such a crappy dungeon. All right, so this is not the worst. We'll actually might be able to kill this brawler right off the bat. Not quite, but close. The stress attacks are not going to be great since, you know, everybody's nearly having a resolve check. And a crit. Wow. This is just not going well. I'm gonna move him back into position. Go ahead and heal Dismas up. And then just hope that we don't die in this next series of attacks. Alright, resisted the bleeds, so that's good. We're going to try a zealous accusation, because that's going to hit both of these guys. And it should, as long as it hits, kill the second one. Excellent. So that's decent damage, half his health on that zealous, and then killed him, so that's pretty good. Dismas, you're going to do a lunge, and we're going to try and take out one of the acolytes. So 10 damage. That's pretty good. Run for the. We'll get a riposte. So he's almost dead. Are you gonna skip your turn? No, you're gonna add stress to everybody. She's 5 away, so we're gonna do an inspiring tune on the Vestal to try and keep her resolved. It's not such a big deal since we're in the last fight, but I'd rather not push my luck. And we also have to watch to make sure he doesn't have a heart attack. Let's just go ahead and do a zealous accusation. I don't think it matters. It's the same accuracy for either one, and I'd rather do some damage to this corpse so I can bring these closer up to the front so I can hit them with more people. I wonder if that's going to do it. Yep. Yeah. Irrational. Well, it's not, like I said, it's not horrible because we do actually have, you know, it's the last fight, but it's not great. That means I've got, like, all 4 of these are going to have to go into stress relief. So we're going to just go ahead and do an attack on the corpse just to clear it out. They're going to push my other 2 heroes into resolve checks because they can't shut up. All right, we're just going to do a judgment to get rid of her. And then we're going to battle ballad who's closest next. So, actually, we're going to do it on ourselves because... Whoops, that was the wrong one. I was supposed to do Inspiring Tune to get rid of the stress. Well, he's 40 away, so I think we'll be able to kill her before the stress check comes into play. I hope. Well, he didn't skip his turn. There we go, that's Inspiring Tune. Alright, I don't think we'll get a heart attack, but... it's probably closer than like. We'll see if we can get a bleed on her. And we didn't, even though she only has a 20% bleed resist. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. And we'll see if we can just kill her outright. Finally! Wow.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven
Wow.
into the
Well, you
mud.
can see what happens in the darkest dungeon. Well, not the darkest dungeon, but even the low level, dungeon runs here. If you're not paying attention, and if you take it too lightly, 2 resolve checks and nearly 4 resolve checks on that run. But we did get 8,500 gold in addition to the 3,000 from the mission itself, and some nice crests and deeds and stuff. And we also got some trinkets, some extra trinkets, so that should be good. But we will probably have to put all four of these guys into the stress relief. So Eagle Eye is good because he uses range skills. Ruminator, less stress healing, which is bad. I might want to get rid of that one. And then Tippler, in town will only drink, which is kind of weird for like a nun, but whatever. Go back to town, see if there was any town events that occurred. I don't know if they occurred this early.
You will know the tragic extent of my
So McCall
failings.
has apparently enjoyed herself so much in the brothel that she refuses to leave, but she did recover 81 stress. So everybody who went to stress relief is now pretty much stress-free, but all four of these guys will probably have to go back in. But we will take care of that on our next time, and thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you later.